Good afternoon. My name is Donald Christian, and I serve as president of the State University of New York at New Paltz. It is my pleasure to welcome you and to open the May 2020 virtual undergraduate commencement ceremonies in the 192nd year of our institution. We will begin our ceremony with the national anthem sung by class of 2020 undergraduate music student Alexa Marie Fini.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' sweet glee, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still
Thank you, Alexa Marie. The land where I stand today is the traditional territory of the Munsee, Esopus, and Lenape tribes, just as our graduates and others participating in this ceremony from elsewhere in North America are on land that we can trace back to these or other tribes. I want us to acknowledge and honor the land itself and the people who stewarded it for generations as a call to us to learn how to better care for the lands we inhabit. Today, our college community offers this virtual ceremony to recognize and salute our newest graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences in the schools of Business, Education, Fine and Performing Arts, and Science and Engineering. I want to speak briefly about the special circumstances of this spring semester. It was with great disappointment that we had to postpone our traditional in-person commencement ceremonies due to the continuing uncertainty of the coronavirus. But this was the right action for the health and safety of our campus community and consistent with bans on large gatherings. We know some of our graduates, their families, or friends have been impacted by the coronavirus, and we wish everyone well during this challenging time. It is a priority for us to provide our graduates and candidates with the opportunity to return to campus for a safe in-person commencement celebration in May 2021 to recognize their years of hard work and accomplishments. More details about that ceremony will follow in the coming year. Today's virtual graduate and undergraduate commencement ceremonies will not replace an in-person celebration for our students who graduated in August and December 2019 and in January 2020, and will graduate in May and August 2020. Today's virtual event recognizes and celebrates our graduates this spring when we all would normally gather for this seminal moment. Commencement ceremonies at their core are about recognition. First and foremost, we recognize the achievement of students who have completed the hard academic work of earning a degree. That accomplishment is especially meaningful this year as you have had to adapt quickly to remote learning in a very different kind of spring semester. For some of you, this includes balancing your coursework with increased family responsibilities as you live and work from home. Joining me in recognizing your efforts is U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer. The Senator appreciates the value of public higher education and has been working hard to support our state during this unprecedented time. The Senator wanted to extend his congratulations to our graduates in the following brief video.
Hello to SUNY New Paltz. This is Senator Chuck Schumer, and it's my honor to address the faculty and staff, families and friends of the graduates, and most of all, you, the class of 2020. Now, I'm really sorry I can't join you in person, as I do almost every year, but I'm grateful that modern technology allows us to still be connected on this very special day. As we all know, these are really difficult times. Perhaps more difficult than most of us have ever experienced. There are two aspects to this pandemic that make things all the more challenging. The first is our uncertainty. This virus is brand new, and our lack of knowledge about it. How do we get the virus? How is it spread? How does it affect different people differently? When will we have an effective antiviral medication and vaccine? And most of all, how soon can we get back to normal? And the second aspect that's just as bad is that we have to isolate ourselves. We New Yorkers, during times of trouble, like to come together and be with each other, share experiences together. After 9/11, I stood with President Bush on the pile. No partisan divisions. We came together as Americans and New Yorkers. After Sandy, I walked the streets and beaches of New York City and Long Island and hugged people. But we can't do that now. We have to remain isolated. So the challenges of this moment are truly unique. But so has been our collective response. The fact that we're finding new ways to do things, like celebrating this graduation virtually, just goes to show you that New Yorkers won't let anything, stop us from honoring what's so important. First, I'd like to say a quick word to the parents. Nothing will take away your decades of hard work raising your children, for which they and all of us are so very grateful. And while this day may be tempered by worries about the future, at least there's one silver lining. You're not seated in the balcony way in the back. You get to sit next to your son and daughter, give them a hug, as they receive their diploma and become an adult before your very eyes. Congratulations to the moms and dads. And one more word of thanks Today, as we're celebrating right now, there are men and women all across the state and nation who are serving on the front lines, risking their lives in the battle against coronavirus. Doctors, nurses, healthcare workers, pharmacists, ambulance drivers, food workers, police officers, firefighters, and so many more. They are our heroes. And I am working in Congress to create a COVID-19 Heroes Fund, which would provide pandemic premium pay to all essential workers. Let's have a virtual round of applause for them. Now to the class of 2020. I know this may not be what you pictured even a few months ago, but today is still your day. All of your hard work has earned you a degree from a fine institution of higher learning, and nothing can take that away from you. Right now, it may feel like the future's a dark hole, but what has been true throughout history is just as true today. That even in times of difficulty, there are always new opportunities, new ways of thinking, doing things in a better way. So my message for the class of 2020 is simple. It's natural to fear the unknown, but don't let the harshness of this current moment prevent you from seizing opportunities. They're out there. And don't forget, you have incredible assets. A college degree from a great institution, loving families who will have your back through thick and thin. Our society will overcome this pandemic, and so will you. And when the worst is over, we'll need your help to rebuild our country even stronger than it was before. You are our future leaders, and we have faith in you. So to the graduates, I say once again, congratulations, good luck, Godspeed.
Thank you, Senator Schumer. SUNY Chancellor Christina Johnson has also been committed to ensuring that SUNY continues to serve New York and deliver a high-quality public higher education to our students. The Chancellor sends her remote congratulations and best wishes to all SUNY graduates in a brief video that will play now. Watch for the several points in this video where SUNY New Paltz shows up.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to all of you on earning your degree after years of hard work at the State University of New York. You have cleared an enormous hurdle and stand on the cusp of the future. That can be both exhilarating and scary. Exhilarating because no matter what is happening in the world and perhaps weighing on your mind, you finished what you started. You earned a degree from one of the nation's top campuses, and no one can ever take that away from you. So you, your family, friends, and all the people who invested in your success should be very proud. But it's scary too, because you have been thrust unwittingly into a world embroiled in chaos. This is a time of great disruption that has brought grief and financial difficulty to many. The inability to be part of the glorious ritual of walking across the stage at your own spring commencement is just one example of this. We are hopeful that this tradition can resume in the not-too-distant future. But this is a single moment in time. It will pass, and you will have the opportunity to step into a future that only you can control. In earning your diploma, you've proven that you have the fortitude, discipline, and ability to achieve whatever you set your mind to. Your presence at this virtual commencement today is a victory. All of us eagerly await your emergence as the leaders you are destined to be. Many of you are already leading by participating in SUNY's system-wide response to the COVID-19 crisis. We continue to answer Governor Cuomo's call to action by converting our facilities into medical treatment centers, providing testing sites, sending medical volunteers to hard-hit locations, conducting research on antivirals and clinical trials, and more. By working together, we will emerge from this challenge stronger than ever. To do that, we will need your energy, your passion, your newly acquired skills, and sense of purpose. I have no doubt that your SUNY education has prepared you well. You know the meaning of success and what it takes to achieve. You've demonstrated that you are fearless, possess the grit, resiliency, and courage necessary to see you through any of the challenges life will inevitably throw your way. Most importantly, you have the power to rebuild confidence in our nation, and your SUNY degrees will help you do that. On behalf of the entire Board of Trustees, I congratulate you and your families on this remarkable achievement, and I'm so pleased to call you SUNY alums. Woohoo!
Thank you, Chancellor. As we continue our focus on recognition, we acknowledge our graduates' families and friends whose continued support, especially during this challenging time, made their education possible. We recognize faculty for their dedication in sharing knowledge, guiding and motivating students in their intellectual pursuits, and contributing to the growth of knowledge and human understanding. Many faculty have supported you on your journey to this day, and we thank them for their commitment to our students. I know that they are with you today in spirit. We recognize students who have achieved special honors, whose exceptional devotion to their studies and extracurricular leadership has brought them distinction. We recognize our graduates who are military service members, veterans, and their dependents. Your values and experiences contribute to and enhance the fabric of our campus community. We thank you for your service. We recognize our graduates who have overcome significant challenges on their path to this moment. Some of you are the first ever in your family to earn a college degree. Some of your parents are recent immigrants to the U.S., or you yourselves are immigrants, still adapting to a new country and culture while earning a college degree. Some overcame significant financial struggles to afford a college education. We recognize and commend our graduates who have worked diligently to overcome the direct and indirect impact of the coronavirus and continued to be productive during these extraordinary times. For most of their New Paltz education, our graduates seized the high-quality academic, social, cultural, and many other experiences that we offer right here on campus. But we know that students were especially saddened to have their final semester ended so abruptly, and that so many special events this month were shifted to a virtual format. Commencement, BFA exhibitions, Senior Toast, Student Research Symposium, Engineering Expo, and others. We applaud your ability to overcome the adversity that coronavirus has caused in your educational and personal lives. I know that your willingness and success in adapting quickly to a changing environment will serve you well in your life and livelihood. Underlying these formal recognitions is a deeper realization that in a few moments, today's graduates will no longer be our students, but will embark on the next stage of their life's journey. For some, the next steps may be more uncertain now than they were a few months ago. But have confidence that your New Paltz degree and education have prepared you well for what lies ahead. Congratulations also to college employees and family members of our employees who are graduating today. At Commencement, we recognize members of the graduating class for outstanding academic achievement and for receiving special awards. Each year, the State University of New York acknowledges outstanding undergraduates with the Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence. This award is based on distinctive academic, athletic, leadership, and service accomplishments. This year, 5 New Paltz seniors received this award and are graduating today. They are Majessa Pedroso, Jeremy Luna, Allison Hummer, Benjamin Jay, and Felicia Teep. At New Paltz, our athletes are also scholars, and they excel both on the field and in the classroom. We are very proud of our scholar athletes, their coaches, and the athletics program. New Paltz women's tennis and women's basketball teams won conference championships this year. However, some athletes were shortchanged by the abrupt end of the spring season due to the coronavirus. We acknowledge this loss for our student athletes, their families, and our coaches, and fellow students and community members who support them so well. Our salutatorian is Megan Vaughn of Ballston Spa, New York. Megan majored in early childhood and childhood education with a concentration in mathematics. Megan has future plans to pursue a master's degree in literacy education. It is customary to designate one exceptional student as valedictorian of their class, and at commencement to ask the valedictorian to address their fellow graduate. I hope that you will continue with our ceremony by going to video number 2 now to learn about our valedictorian and view her address.